Alright, bismillah, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm very blessed. Okay, on this video I'm going to present my portfolio, which is a whole task on my entire journey in IDN. Well, a little bit fact that I have been 3 years at IDN, learning about a lot of things, including IT relate with fundamentals from any sector like multimedia or programming, and well, I like the typical of teacher a lot, like Mr. Diza, yeah, teach me about English, all right, and another law teacher. All right. It's problem, yeah. All right. Come on. Next slide. Here's the first appearance of my portfolio. It shows my profile picture with a lot of tools and ability I've got. Yeah, like flowchart, phones, user research, UI kit, with the Figma platform as a design multimedia tools, and Framer for making a website by drag and drop. Alright, and here's my contact, abdurrahman4@gmail.com. You may gonna chat me if you have some projects. Alright, and I have worked at some not actually work, yeah, little bit work, but having running a business called Faris agency, but yeah, agency. All right, next, here are my roadmap of my whole project at IDN. Alright, during my learning journey, it's so fantastic. I've got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge at many sector, like, and from 8th grade and from 7th grade I've learned about Scratch, which is the fundamental of coding, but it could be game developer as well. And in 8th grade I learned about UI UX things and making a prototype and make any designs with another tools, yeah, instead of using Canva or Figma. Alright, and I've learned about IoT as well, which is an Internet of Things, and it looks like a laptop or a television that you might gonna see on this video, or even a camera that record my content. Yeah, it's called an IoT, the internet that connect with things, which we could control anything. We programmed anything to be automated or systemated, like a robotical things, and that's a lot. And in 9th grade I've learned about how app developer making their apps using Android development application. And alright, next, my 7th grade project. Alright, here are some tools I've made. I've used it on 3 years past. That is Workbox, Scratch, which is for 2D games development, and WordPress for website drag and drop. Next, the first games I've made using tools called Scratch. It's Catching Fruit. Well, technically it works like there will be a ball, then a bunch of fruits that would fall down and the user task there should be collect any fruits that fall into down. All right, and the code's not really that complicated, and it's what is it called, works so good. All right, next here's adab tidur, or we could say it as the attitude of sleep or ethic of sleep. I don't know, you might gonna ask to your teacher, Mr. Daisy. All right, so it looks like it actually not a game, but it looks like the game that showing steps to do ethic in Islam to sleep. Yeah. And the next is Take Me Out, which it works technically works like there will be a character, which the character is trapped in one room, which the user task should be escape from that room. The next is block breaker, and yeah, it works. There will be a balls and not a ball. I'm sorry, my bad. A ball that will jumping. I don't know what this is called. Then we should touch the ball into the block breaker. And the next is frog hop. Yeah, as you might gonna see from the name, there will be a frog that try to cross this river and should steps on here's. Alright, the next is the defender, which is it works like there will be a plan that this plan defend his own kingdom, and there will be bunch of enemy would try hard to attack the protection, and the user task should destroy this enemy. All right, next, ninja fruit. Well, maybe it sounds related to all of you, because this is one of the famous game. Maybe everybody ever try it, almost everyone probably. So it works like once the fruit goes down, we should like slice for every single fruit, and the user task is to avoid this bomb that pretend as a fruit, and if the user slice the wrong fruit, which is the bomb, then it will exploit and minus your score. All right, next, Bomberman. And yeah, it shows like labyrinth, which is the characters should escape from this place, and there will be bunch of enemy. And the next is switching ball, but fortunately I lost the image, so I use Dino Google picture. Alright, skip for this. Runner ball. So yeah, as you might gonna see from the name, it works like there will be a ball as the character that should avoid any distension, not distension, but distractor. All right, next, Flappy Bird. So maybe you guys uh, knows about this game. So maybe some of you ever tried this game once you're getting like off the internet or anything. Well, so it works like there will be a bird and the bird should avoid the distractor. Alright, the next is finding treasure, which is the main character is a skeleton that trying to collect any achievement that he find once he running. Alright, the next is my personal website I've made on WordPress as my old portfolio, and here's how it looks. Yeah, that looks simple. And here's my school's web, my previous school, of course, Anas. And the next, mask web. Here's my website for my old mask on on my old home on. Alright, the next, my egg grade project that I've made using these tools, which is a spline for making a 3D design, 3D character or any 3D related things, and Figma as the tools for making UI UX and multimedia project, and KBID is for IoT. The first UI that I've made, that is Money FT app application, that it works like one OpenSea that's selling what is it called, an NFT or any digital product. The next is Travels app, which is traveling application. The next is e-commerce app. So in this e-commerce is selling only for device product like handphone and laptop. The next is furniture apps, which is the users could buy any products he wants, like home decor or anything. The next is smart app or smart home app, which is an application that could control your home device like air conditioner and any electronic things using your handphone only. And the next is Zikr app, which is an application that help to you for do prayer. And the next, I've made Zero merchandise. Here's my collaboration with my friends, is Stefan, and so this is like streetwear brands that I've made using Figma. The next is advertisement poster. I use Photo P for making this kind of poster, which is a drink poster. And here's a simple poster that I've made another poster that I've made using the same tools. And here is my 3D design project, making an avatar hat only. And well, this one of my IoT project. So I make a running text in Microbit. So if you want to see Microbit things, it works like a lamp which is could show any text. I don't know. The next is rock paper scissors. I made this using a microbit as well. It works like a chips that show any type of those things like rock, paper, and scissors. Next is temperature. So the microbit could detect the what is it called, temperature around. And voice light, so it works like once there will be a high voice but high sound, and it would shows lamp. And the next is light follower. I use microbit as the brain of these things. I forget what is it called.
Tiny bit.
Tiny bit, yeah. So technically tiny bit was like a car, robot car, and it needs a brain that we've system it on platform for microbit. The next is car remote control work. We just need to enter those program on microbit, and we combine it with the tiny bit, and we could control the tiny bit using the remote only. The next is object follower and avoid distance. So this is a tiny bit, so it works like there will be a car that avoid any distinction automatically using sensor, and connect microbit with Bluetooth. So like we connect, what is it called, from handphone, there is an application that could connect between the microbit and the Bluetooth using handphone only. And I've made space shooter, which is an microbit game. And the next is ring light in microbit. So we've made like a ring that could enter lights using only program, and it works as the same like tiny bit avoiding distance. Alright, the next is weather station. Maybe it's technically works as the way temperature projectings work. And watering plant, so it works like a device that could give watering a plant automatically by detecting with the sensor. And the next is smart parking, and I've made this using the same platform as well, which is KBID. And the next is smart home. Yeah, as you may gonna imagine, it works like a home that full with device that connect to each other. And maybe that's all for my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, so smart home, it works like homes that full with device that could connect with each other. Like maybe you may gonna imagine there are a lot of fan that you could control by using remote only. Yeah, it technically works like that. And lamps that could turn off only using an application And example, these entire rooms have like a windows that could open by itself automatically using an application. And I'm going to talk about my previous project that I've present before about smart parking. So it's work like the place of parking, of course, that full with the cars, and once the cars, one of those cars go away, and it would give a sign that that parking place was empty. And the previous watering plant, so it works like imagine you have a cup, you've got a cup, and inside that cup there's a water already, and you may gonna put the device that you have set up on KBID. You put down inside the cup, and once the sensor detecting the water, and it wouldn't give watering the plant or adding any water inside the cup. And once you like put out the sensor, well, it wouldn't detecting any water, isn't it? Then the device would give a water by itself automatically. The previous is radio station that I've explained before. So, well, imagine your temperature around is very hot, and the device will detect the temperature around and will give you the exact information about your weather weather of your location around. And the stage, which is a tiny bit car that could detect any distinction and avoid it once it detect any distinction. Alright, the next is ring light that I've explained, and space shooter. Alright, so well, maybe one of you ask me, why is it looks like a game but it's include on IoT project? So it actually works like we put the entire program inside one device, which is the chip of microbit. And if you ever seen that the kind of device have a tiny lamp that shows that could give sign with showing their lamps shaping a text or any other things, then yeah, we played the game in that chip. Alright, the next is Bluetooth. That I have explained. And alright, for that's all for my entire project that I have made. As long I've done my study things in ID and boarding school, and I'm so grateful could be school at here, because I have learned a lot of knowledge, including Dinia, English, and IT as our main knowledge, of course. Alright, maybe that's all that I could present for today's presentation. I hope I have introduced myself as well. Hope you guys could know me a lot. And yeah, that's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.